$2,400 if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and railroad benefits, multiple stimulus checks, hazard pay. Oh, all the good stuff. All that good stuff. Remainder $10,000 EIDL grant. Oh, that sounds so wonderful. When is that coming? That's Biden stimulus. That's third stimulus. That's third stimulus package. What is third stimulus check and third stimulus package? It's this video. This video goes over what's coming in January. It's important to understand what's coming in January because they're working on the deal provisions now. They're working on the deal provisions now. They're going to get ready for a bill in early January, and they're going to put it to an emergency vote in mid-January. It's important to understand what's third stimulus check and third stimulus package because the provisions may overlap second stimulus. And when I debuted this series with this coined phrase, which I coined, third stimulus check and third stimulus package, I presume it would come after your second stimulus package. But the way the second stimulus package is going right now, there's no telling which one's coming first and which coming in later. This is third stimulus check and third stimulus package. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me for our new hit show on Afternoons LALATE that covers the third stimulus check and third stimulus package. That it features all the deal provisions that you're really excited about, that we've been waiting for months for, and that they're coming in January. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please do, because no one is going live, going taped more often than I am. This channel is now a 24-hour news channel with 12 hours of shows across the channel every single day from 1 a.m. to the next day at 1 a.m. around the clock, from EIDL to PUA to laughter to humor and to depression and no, I'm just kidding. And there's stuff crashing as well. Crash the set. Yeah, if you didn't see the crashes earlier today, that was a lot of fun. So much hitting across the board, so please subscribe. Also like this video. In this video, I'll be going over a lot of details of what's happening in third stimulus check and third stimulus package. It's important to understand what's there, what's now, how second stimulus sort of changes provisions when it becomes third stimulus. I know it sounds really weird, but it is, and more. And with that, let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news, as you say here today, is that third stimulus check and third stimulus package provisions are widely now understood, except for some of the deal amounts. But yesterday, Joe Biden spoke more about what is happening and how quickly it'll need to be done. A day before that, Nancy Pelosi says she's going to start working on the bill, which we presume will be more than 5,000 pages, probably be 10,000 pages. And it'll take a little while to crush a 10,000 page bill. So what are the deal provisions? Let me go over them right now, one at a time. First, SSI and SSDI, ready? $2,400 if you're on SSI and SSDI. That's $200 a month from January to December of next year on top of your existing benefits. You won't have to do anything, just be automatic, land right in there. Then there would be a new benchmark other than COLA that would increase your benefits at the end of every year when they reassess your benefits. Your benefits would rise more annually. And there would be a new step up lifetime up to 20% because you've been left far behind too long. So when and how would this formulate? I've always contended this could be a standalone bill, but it could be into the monolithic monster third stimulus package. I believe that you would not see the first check in your hand in January, but would see it in February for both February and January, the 1 month back due landed as well. I also believe that the step up could take effect immediately. I presume that's how they're going to draft it, and that the annual increase occurs, you learn that in January for the following year, for the next year, January. That's the first one. Remainder of your $10,000 EIDL grant? Oh yeah, baby. Sounds so sexy. It is. You've waited for that remainder of that $10,000 EIDL grant forever, since April, and that would be coming. Then viewers who never got the EIDL grant but got their application in on time in May, that would be coming. Then viewers who got an EIDL loan but never the grant, that presumably would be coming, but I'm not sure how it would work. Because it would actually increase everything on top of everything. So the calculations may be a little bit different. And then new applicants would get EIDL grants as well. FPC, oh yes, baby. So now this is the one that's a little confusing. Follow me on this one. First, let me go over the deal provisions, then I'm going to tell you how it's going to effectuate. It would be retro, back to July, retroactive, then going forward from July all the way up to the present, and going forward probably to about June, I would say, $600 a week. Now you're going to say, wait a second, the current one's going forward to March. How's that going to work? I presume it would just invalidate the current provision and say that provision is now replaced with the new provision. How does that impact what you get in your pocket? If they do pass the second stimulus package with Trump, despite all these craziness of the next few days shortly, then you would likely get that first or second or third week of January's unemployment benefits paid to you at $300 FPC. And then after that, maybe by the third week of January or fourth week, then they'd say, okay, now we're at $600 a week for all these other weeks. I know it sounds like an accounting nightmare. It's their choice. That's what they decided to do. If you have questions about UI, PUA, join my new show overnight at 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on PUA and FPC every day on this channel. If you're not awake at that hour, then you can go watch it. It is now taped on this channel from this morning. It has PUA, FPC in the title and the logo and the image. Also, if you're unsure how to get an EIDL grant, go to the new show EIDL, which is on overnight LATE as well, every day at 1 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That video is now archived on the channel as well, so if you missed it this morning, you can go watch it. All right, now let's go to all the other things. Hazard pay. Boy, I think I have to bring hazard pay back as well as an overnight show, don't you think? I think I do too. Hazard pay is that $10,000 that you would get if you worked from the pandemic up to the present, going forward to 60 days after it ends. It's, $13 an hour. It's up to $10,000. There's a lot of stuff to go. I made hazard pay videos for just, 3 months, and they just have never treated you right with hazard pay. The number one question I get to this day is, are they going to give us hazard pay? They're going to give you hazard pay. Are they going to give you the same hazard pay? They're going to muck it up. You know what they're going to do. They're going to change it, change who's essential, change the calculations, change the months, change the calculation. So, it's not right for me to just go into incredible detail about what the HEROES Act from June of this year said hazard pay was going to be, because I think they're just going to muck it up. Not for the bad, but they're just going to really change it. So I anticipate big changes with it. Then MSC, multiple stimulus checks. Yeah, you're going to get multiple stimulus checks. Those multiple stimulus checks, Biden has promised. Again, he promised them yesterday. He is not telling you the number. Viewers aren't always sending me those DMs. What about Senator Harris, the $2,000 a month for 6 months until the pandemic ends, or unemployment goes down, or the virus goes away? What about that? I think that's very much in play. Very much in play, not only the time frame, but also the amount. And it's ironic that Harris and Sanders and Markey, who wrote that bill, then the amount in the bill was a $2,000 stimulus check, and that's exactly what we're talking about this week. It's ironic because when Harris appeared on broadcast news to promote her presidential bid over the summer, she said $1,200 doesn't do anything. $1,200 is too small amount. She said $2,000 just barely cuts it. So it's very interesting. America is now suddenly, because of those series of comments by the President of the United States yesterday, is putting $2,000 on front page as really the correct number. Not as though it's too much of a number, but that's the correct number. There's so much else that's going to come in the third stimulus check and third stimulus package. You're going to see rent. There's not enough rent in the second stimulus package. You're seeing eviction moratorium, mortgage forbearance, and student loan debt forgiveness come by likely executive order, not come by third stimulus package. And then you can see other things like the CDC grant and more things and more. You're likely to see a lot other types of things that are simply being manipulated here and there. The purpose of getting all this money to stay in the local, $300 billion, $400 billion, $500 billion, is not just to give it to the states, so claims Biden, but to ensure that it goes to the states so that it goes back to you. So you're going to see a lot of stuff that may be paying to you in a lot of different places. The important thing to understand is that SSI and SSDI, you get a stimulus check on top of your stimulus check. EIDL people, you get EIDL stimulus on top of your stimulus check. PPP, though, there'll be another round of that. You'll get that on top of your stimulus check. FPUC, you'll get that in addition to your stimulus check. You see the consistency here? Everything is going to be a repeat and a repeat and repeat. Nothing is going to be new. Nothing is going to be either or. It's all going to be in addition to. It's going to be very big and very bold. And as the deal provisions are manifested over the next few weeks, I will be here as well for you for all those details. Coming up next is Being a Mitch. And on that live recording, I'll be answering what's going on, your questions, what's going on with this new amendment to the bill. The new amendment to the bill, ironically, is not leaving anything for third stimulus. By not leaving anything for third stimulus and just sort of saying, okay, this is that stimulus, get it done, it's sending a good message. Third stimulus is coming around the corner. It's coming in January. So many details, so exciting. I'm glad you're here. As always, go to the front of the channel, subscribe. Also like this video. Stay in tune, stay focused, and stay LALATE for more.